Hello friends, this is Scott, and for those of you that have been watching my videos for quite some time, you know that I've got this pile of wood chips, which is a truckload and a half, from the neighbor's tree trimming job on July 27th. And since that time, I've spent the last 2.5 to 3 months moving this material, and it's been a godsend with the school garden and the hobby farm as well as here at my house. But big day, look what's missing. Finally, the guy told me it was probably, 6 cubic yards of material. It was over 20 cubic yards of material easily. But here's the last truckload of chips that are headed down to the hobby farm. So we're going to finish up that bed that we've been working on for multiple trips down. So flash forward, here I am. And here's a quick look at before I install these chips of what it looks like. And I showed you this last video, I believe. It was some grass already coming up out of this. This is chicken compost from the chicken yard. And the weed seeds are already starting to come up. So it's critical that I got this last load of bark down to there, to the hobby farm, just to finish this off and hopefully keep it weed free. Scanning down the side of the house, as a reminder, we have the chicken compost most of the way down. And then we had the good stuff. The screen compost from my passive compost system is the darker material there. And I didn't have enough of that, so we still have just some screen dirt down here. So I still need to bring in chicken compost here, and then we're going to wood chip the whole thing. So I wasn't able to bring enough chips, and I didn't have room in the truck for the compost. So that'll be another trip down. So here's the look at the first installation of the wood chips. And it makes it a whole world of difference. Again, the edging I'll be putting in next spring probably. Still got to figure out what exactly I want to put there, whether it's just metal edging or railroad ties kind of material. But I decided to see, just to see how far this wood chips would go. Again, that's the area I still need to do for another trip. And the chips were enough to keep on marching up the side of the house. And I'm still wondering if I brought enough wood chips this time, and I'm out. So I'm hoping it's enough. I do have plenty in the back, so I can just go grab it from there if I need it. But I'm hoping I don't have to go do too much of that. But, there's Mr. Theo. He's alive and well, and he's meowing at me. He's kind of becoming my constant companion. So he's hanging out with me during this project. Well, I did have enough wood chips to finish this part of the project, but I obviously need to bring more materials down to finish that final little section. And I will have to just grab wood chips from the back pile just to finish it. But it's shaping up, looking pretty good. And I definitely like the look. It's nicer when it's wet. I like the dark look when the bark is wet. Now here's a look when another trip down at what I have left to do. And I did bring material with me on this trip. And here it is. I didn't have a lot of time to grab much the chicken compost, but I grabbed enough to be able to finish this little section up. So here's what it looks like with that kind of rough material. It's got a lot of dirt and clods and other things. This has got soil and chicken manure and all kinds of stuff in it. So I wanted to put a layer of that down before I put the layer of wood chips. And I went in the back with the wheelbarrow and brought that a couple loads around. So here's the final look at this bed. And it's looking pretty good with some landscape rocks in there. And I'll edge it again, like I was saying, next year. And then we'll plant plants in here. And who knows what we'll put in here. This is the north side. Be a little bit shady, so maybe some hostas, those types of plants. But we'll see. The comfrey's a little worse for wear there. It's not doing great in this location, as well as the elderberry, but I think they'll live. I think it gets enough sun that things will be fine no matter what I plant. Oh, and there's Miss Thing. Showed you Theo. Got to give you a look at Miss Thing. She's also a constant companion. She's around this property all the time. And they keep leaving me gifts. I'm not sure who it is, but this is a good-sized gopher. I've been trying to trap them and having no success, or very limited success. And the cats are catching them for me. I think they caught on what I'm doing, so they're checking the traps. But they caught this one, and the chompers on this one are pretty significant, as well as the claws. And so here's a look at the side yard. I moved all the sticks that I had stored in the front, and I put them in the back, and I'm burning those off. I did power wash the house, and I've got some scrubbing to do on the siding, but it looks a lot better getting rid of some of the dust, years and years of dust. The grass, still a work in progress. I was hoping to have a little more good weather to work on the grass, but I'll just keep on swimming with it. And if it's not this fall, it'll be this coming spring. But I've got to bring in some compost, and I've got to spread it out, and then I've got to bring some grass seed in. and hopefully get it to sprout before it heats up too bad and dries the ground out, because I'm not down here enough to be able to keep it wet all the time. But as you can see on the side of the house where it's a little bit shadier, not quite as hot, you see the grass is recovering. And you see the apple trees there in their fenced-in circles. And things are coming together. The place, I won't show you the back today because it's a little bit messy. I've got more work to do back there. But we're going to start transitioning inside. The snow's coming this weekend, and by Sunday there'll be snow on the ground, they say. So stay tuned for some inside action, because when gardening season's done outside, I'll be inside showing you what I'm doing in there. So thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Thank you.